Hello. For those who don't know me, my name is Becca, and this is Becca Reads, my video series where I am reading children's books. And today's book is actually based off of a real story. It is called Scraggly The Stowaway Cat. And the story is by Tom Bradbury, paintings by Ron Goyette, and the illustrations are by Nancy Cooper Funk. At T Wharf in Boston, where fishing boats lay, while fishermen sold their catch of the day, a small cat named Scraggly, so poor and forlorn, had lived on the dock since the day he was born. When ships were unloading their catch from the sea, the wharf for a small cat was no place to be. So Scraggly would wander up this street and that, barked at by dogs, nipped by a rat, searching and searching for someone to feel enough human kindness to feed him a meal. Then, one day, there sailed into old Boston Bay a boat filled with fish from down the main way. A tall, noble schooner of Noonan's famed fleet, whose record for fishing no other could beat. And soon this proud ship was tied to the pier. Amidst the uploading, the kitten crept near. He never had boarded a vessel before. The urge was so strong he had to explore. He jumped to the railing, then onto the sail. He looked the ship over in every detail. So much excitement he needed to rest. Where could he sleep? Below deck looked best. He entered a cabin, chose a bunk for his bed, curled up on a pillow, and lay down his head. Hours went by, the little cat slept. The bed was so warm into which he crept. He woke with a start, his instincts were strong. He wasn't sure what, but something was wrong. He ran up on deck, out into the night. His hometown of Boston was drifting from sight. When all hope seemed lost, as he trembled in fear, he looked up and saw Captain Noonan was near. "I'll be an old salt. What do we have here?" The captain was grinning. His kindness was clear. "Calm down. It's all right. You're not alone. Back in our port, we'll find you a home." He picked up the kitten, for clearly he knew the cat will be welcomed by all of the crew. "Men, I want you to meet our newest deckhand. He joined our ship's family while we were on land. His trip wasn't planned, but I'm sure you'll agree he can be the ship's mascot while we're at sea." And though it appears he had seen some hard times, With a bit of our help, he surely will find that life can be grand when he's able to share adventure and friendship with people who care. They sailed through the night, the moon slid from view, dark clouds gathered round, the wind howled and blew. At dawn the next day the sun never appeared. The storm was upon them, what all sailors feared. "Brace yourself, lads, it's a nor'easter storm. It could be the worst since the day we were born." The wind was increasing, the waves rose so high, the ship tossed about like a kite in the sky. "Meow," said the little cat, and the ladder, "Meow." Would anyone save them? He didn't know how. Scraggly was frightened, he hid by the mast. He thought that this day was surely his last. When watching the captain, who never showed fear, Scraggly straightened himself up and wiped off a tear. He rushed to the wheel. By the captain he stood. He wanted to help. He would if he could. He braved the harsh weather. He stood there with pride. He never gave up till the storm did subside. Scraggly, their mascot, he had stood the harsh test. The crew had no doubt he was one of the best. As the boat resumed course past the famed Nubble lighthouse, the little cat knew that all would be right. The rest of the trip to the captain's home port was calm, easy sailing. The time seemed too short. As Cape Porpoise lighthouse came within view, Scraggly looked round at the rest of the crew. It was such a good feeling to know that he shared a warmth and a friendship with people who cared. And one thing was certain, no more would he roam, no longer a stray cat. He now had a home. I hope you enjoyed the book, and thank you for listening.